Hey, what's up guys? This is Mikhail and this is James from Aces Jiu Jitsu Club. Last couple videos we talked about, we're all about attacking. Now we're going to talk about defending. A lot of my guys have been asking, Mikhail, what do you like to do from the side mount? Besides just replacing and trying to get back to guard, what are the kind of things you like to do? I think there's a huge subject that a lot of guys, they forget about, which is the subject of reversals. Alright? So, now the cool thing about reversals, well, the negative thing about reversals for a lot of guys is, if I do a reversal, I don't get any points. And that's why a lot of people, maybe they don't focus on how to actually complete a reversal. But today we're going to talk about it because they're super important. It's going to add some diversity to your bottom game. You never know what the reversal might turn into. And at the very worst, what, you ended back up on top? Yeah, it's a big problem to have. Alright? So anyway, let's get on the bottom. Boom. Here we are. So as you can see, I'm inside James's side mount, right? So he's got a real tight side mount on me. The tighter side mount, the better, right? Because what's happening is he just made himself a little bit stiff, right? It's gonna be like a plank flipping. We'll talk about that principle in another video. All right. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is I want you to notice he has his arm kind of cross face on me, and he also has his knee with my shoulder elevated, right? So my shoulder's kind of off the ground, resting on his thigh. First things first, all right? I'm gonna make sure my elbow, boom, comes down to the ground. Now that my elbow is on the ground, right? I'm gonna make sure first of all that my heels are off the ground. My knee is gonna come and connect at kind of a 45-degree angle to his hip. Right? I'm not going to be pushing, I'm not going to be jerking. It's all just to set up what I'm about to do now. Now that I'm here, the way I like to teach it is right here, it's like I have a steering wheel. Right? Now that I have my steering wheel, I'm going to make a hard right. I'm going to turn hard to my right. And I'm going to make sure this knee right here, follows his hip as we both go on a wild ride called Mikhail's favorite reversal, right? So here we go, hard right turn, boom. Excellent. All right, now that I'm here, I'm gonna make sure that I come into my side mount position, and he's not gonna get it back. Here we go. Man, he's got me in a tight side mount. It's really rough for me. But when a guy's having me in this tight side mount, I almost always make sure my heels are off the ground. Heels on the ground slow you down. It also changes the angle for you. It's no good, right? So boom, make sure my heels are off the ground. Now my hips are mobile. Next time you have your back on the ground, put your heels on the ground. Feel the difference between your hips mobility with your heels on the ground, and now your hips mobility with your heels off the ground. All right, so here we are. Boom, he's got me tight. This elbow that's closer to his hip is gonna come down first. Now, if you were really tight, oh man, I have a hard time getting down there, Mikhail. What are we gonna do? I'm just gonna do a little swim action. Boom, boom, now my elbow is down. Now that my elbow is down, right, this new knee comes up into his hip. Right? Now that I have this, I'm going to grab the steering wheel. I literally, while rolling, in tournament, will grab the steering wheel. I'll make a hard right turn. Now, I want you to notice, when I'm making this hard right turn, what I'm doing, the strategy behind this, I'm taking his head off the center line. Right? Boom, his head. Now his weight is coming over here. He's lightened up this side of his body. Right? As I use this knee to tip him over. All right? So hard right turn. Boom. Boom. Now, I'll show you one more time. Cool. All right, here we are. We messed up. If you got here, you messed up. Alright? So, we're going to have to mitigate that issue that you made happen. Alright? So, boom. First things first, elbow comes down to the ground. My heels are already off the ground, so boom, my knee comes to his hip. Now that my knee is on his hip, I'm going to grab the steering wheel. I'm going to send his head to the side. Where the head goes, the body goes. All right? And I'm going to proceed to trip him over, applying pressure with my knee, using my hips to send him forward to the side, and tripping him because my elbow's in the way. Right? And boom. Now the cool thing about this technique is, try to get me off, James. Hey, I have a lot of stability the whole time. Try this out with your training partners. Take everything I showed you into consideration. I want to see I hope you guys get some nice reversals. That reversal turns into a whole load of different submissions, right? If he knows how to defend it. We'll go over that later too. All right. Thanks so much for checking us out. Make sure you click the button right below to subscribe. Let me know what kind of cool techniques you would like to see in the future, and let me know what you thought of this technique. And if you like, make sure you send me a video of you pulling this technique off in a tournament or in class or something else, or on the street. All right. Anyway, thanks again. Take care. Have an awesome day. Os.